Hello everyone, today we are going to be opening up a booster box of Phyrexia All Will Be One. Now this is the set boosters, not the draft boosters. For those that don't know, this set, even though it wasn't that long ago, but now they have, Wizards has decided to go with play boosters instead of set boosters and draft boosters. Which makes sense. I mean, the idea that they went to a draft booster and created two different products, set booster, draft booster, was kind of crazy. I understood it. Set boosters for collectors, draft boosters for people that wanted to play more competitively. But it's double the amount of work, and I guess Wizards must have realized that, and they decided just to go back to one set play boosters and mix the two draft and set boosters. But this is the set booster box. I'm going to open this up. I've already opened up maybe two of these. I do have a master set that I'm putting together, and if you know, this set is, the total number of cards in this set is crazy. With all the different variations and showcases, completions, foils, slicks, all the different variants of these cards, this set is huge. And it's going to be tough to collect all those special cards because of obviously the cost of the cards, but I think I'm just working on mostly the foil version of cards and maybe a few mythics. I believe I have everything else in the regular set of cards. Hopefully we can get a couple of the missing ones in here, but we'll see what we got. Now, Phyrexia All Will Be One. There are several cards from this set that are considered very strong. Definitely strong for Commander, and I'm a big Commander player, so particularly Elish Norn, the Mother of Machines, which is widely regarded as one of the most powerful cards from the set due to her ability to double the enter the battlefield effects of any permanent, which makes her incredibly versatile across various commander decks, even regular decks too, standard, whatever you play. Other notable cards include Othari, Sun's Glory, which is great for aggressive strategies with flying, lifelink, haste. Then there's Phyrexian Vindicator, which is a strong flying creature with damage prevention, and Eternal Wanderer, which can quickly generate significant card advantage, which is great. Many cards in this set have potent abilities that can significantly impact the board state, and which is often with powerful triggers or wide-reaching effects, which is great. This set does lean heavily into Phyrexian mechanics, Phyrexia All Will Be One, which can be very effective in Commander with strategies focused on sacrificing creatures or utilizing graveyard interactions. The Phyrexia All Will Be One, I mean, I'm a big lore guy when it comes to Magic, or anything in general, but I love the actual story of the cards, which originally got me into Magic was the artwork and the little text descriptions on the bottom that some cards have, if not all of them. That's what got me collecting first, before I actually played the game and before it became what it is now. But this story of Phyrexia and Meriden and Conquest and Praetors and all that stuff, this is a great story, and this set is probably one of my favorite. After the conquest of Meriden and its transformation into New Phyrexia, Elish Norn, the white-aligned Praetor, started a civil war against her brethren, Jindactus, and some of the Steel Things, while Sheoldred and Eurobrask, they planned a rebellion against her because they didn't agree with her taking over the plane. She laid their realms to waste, and they're still alive, but they're in the different layers of the actual plane. If you do some research online, you'll see there's actually different layers leading to the outside of the, like a sphere planet, the inner cores. She emerged as the mother of machines and has a soul power above all on New Phyrexia. Obviously, her plan then was to invade the other planes, the multiverse, and turn everyone, or complete everyone, and take over and be complete ruler of the whole multiverse, which is kind of crazy. That story there is similar to, like, you know, Marvel with Thanos taking over the multiverse. Or no, actually, no, I wouldn't even say multiverse, but Kane taking over the multiverse and all that stuff. But all right, let's get going. Let's see what we got in these packs here. Let's see what cards might be good for some of my commander decks I'm building. My buddy's building a commander deck, and I'm hoping maybe some of the cards, I haven't taken a complete look at his list yet, but I'm hoping some of these cards might be on that list so I can help him out in doing so. Some of the cards we want to look out for in this set are Monumental Corruption, Eternal Wanderer, Phyrexia Outbreak, Elspeth Sun's Champion, Ishkana, Broodmother, Nisa Ascended Animist, Glimmerlens, Conduit of Worlds, Clever Concealment, Mondric, Glory Dominus, the Mycosynth Gardens, and of course Elesh Norn. And while some of these cards like Elesh Norn are considered top tier, the set also offers strong options for budget decks, not even top tier commander decks, budget friendly commander decks, or standard decks, or whatever you're building. You can get some good cards out of this set to help you out. So let's start with the first pack here. Let's see what magic we might get. Alright. And I absolutely love the artwork cards that they provide in these. I collect these as part of the mass set also, and as you can see, there's 81 in this set, or this series, but I do love these. We start off with a Phyrexian Mana Plains. Branch Blight Stalker. Creature Phyrexian Elf Scout, Toxic 2. This Toxic mechanic, as you know, poison counters and all that stuff, it's a pretty nice ability with this set. Maze's Mantle. Chant creature, flash, enters battlefield. Chant creature has Toxic. That creature gains hexproof at end of turn. +2/+2. Maze Skull Bomb. Artifact, Maze Skull Bomb, draw a card. Sacrifice. Thrumming Bird. Whenever he deals damage, proliferate flying. So, I mean, obviously, if they don't have any flying defense, you can easily just sneak that one attack in every turn and be able to proliferate every turn. Tamio's Logbook. Tamio's Embolizer. Showcase, Rust Divine Cultivator. Beliska Shepherd. Churning Reservoir. Eternal Wanderer, there we go. And then we got a foil Mirkin Smith. This is one of the cards we were looking for in the set. And we shall put this aside. No more than one creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat, which is nice because you can hopefully prevent as much damage as possible to keep it on the field. +1, exile up to one target artifact or creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the player's next end step. 0 cost, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike. So for 0 ability every turn, you can automatically get a 2/2 white creature with double strike. -4 for each player. Choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen that way. So basically a semi-board wipe, giving them only one creature. So I mean, you can easily give them a 1/1 token, and then destroy everything else. Alright, so let's get this next pack. Let's see what we got. Our card. Land. Alright. Hunter's Maze. Predation Steward. Ruthless Predation. Atmosphere Surgeon. Transplant Theorist. Font of Progress. Furnace Punisher. Rustvine Cultivator. Escaped Experiment. And Ovika Enigma Goliath. Flying, ward 3, pay 3 life. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create X 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens, where X is the mana value of that spell. They gain haste until end of turn. Watchful Blitzozow? Blitzozow. Ripping the creature apart. Island. Prophetic Prism. Oil Gorger Troll. Exium Engraver. Awaken the Sleeper. Resistance Reunited. Rebel Salvo. Canker Bloom. Expand the Sphere. Tangleweave Armor. Living Weapon. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 black Phyrexian Germ creature token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the greatest mana value among your commanders. So, your commanders. I wonder if that's my commander, if I have one or two, or any commander on the board. I definitely have to check the text on that. But, let's see. And Mercurial Spelldancer. Can't be blocked. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on him. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. Nice little copy spell for 2 cost, 2/1, and whenever you get a little hit in and do some damage, you remove those oil counters and you can copy a spell. I mean, you cast a non-creature spell, you can easily cast 1 or 2 a turn, build this up, get a little extra copy of a spell. Might be a decent little card for a 2 cost. I don't think I have that in any of my decks so far. I have to see if maybe somewhere that fits would be good. And I'm Mirror Convert. Alright, next pack. Got a little Phyrexian Mountain. Rustvine Cultivator. Adaptive Spore Stinger. Forge Hammer Centurion. Bladehold Warwhip, Hexgold Halberd, Hexgold Hoverwings, Sinew Dancer, Gulping Scrap Tap, Exium Engraver, and a Dark Slick Shores. Nice. Zealot's Conviction, Acidic Soil, Deals 1 damage to each player for each land he or she controls. Nice. Let's see if I can maybe get this a little bit different here. So I can display some more than one. Alrighty. Let's see what we got next. So if you already don't know, Aether Drift is the next set, and we will definitely have Aether Drift, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not exactly sure the exact pronunciation. That will be coming February, and we will have plenty of those for people to purchase in the store. Both sealed and rip and ship open live packs we'll be doing on Whatnot. All the information is right here for all my other things. Whatnot, Invasion TV. We'll be doing some lives. I believe we're doing one soon for the Pokemon singles. I have a box of Pokemon singles that we are going to be starting at $1 auctions. That you can definitely get some good deals with those. We got a Full Swamp, Pestilent and Siphoner, Contagious Varrock, one of the cards with the longest text in the game, 3/3. Plague Nurse, Slaughter Singer, Chittering Kitterling, Nimrazor Paladin, Thrumming Bird, Terramorphic Expanse, Against All Odds, and Blackcleave Cliffs, Fleshless Gladiator, and the Wanderer. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. Exile target creature with power 4 or greater. So this is a legendary planeswalker with only 1 ability, a -2 ability. This is still pretty decent. But I don't have any +1, so basically you can only use it twice. It has a 5. You do -2, you can get it done twice. So you waste 1 over. But it does say prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. So I mean, the Wanderer. This looks like a pretty good little card to throw into your deck there. Pretty nice. The Wanderer. Alrighty, let's see what's next. Hoping to get another Jace card. I love my Jace cards. I love Jace so much that I actually named my son after him. Planes. Surgical Skull Bomb, Surgical Bay, Vivisurgeon's Insight. It's pretty funny how sometimes that happens where you have like cards that kind of just go together. Surgical, Surgeon. Drowning Ichor. 2 cost, target creature gets -4, -4, and you proliferate. I think this card is worth a little bit more money than a normal card, so I think I actually have a couple of those, but I just don't really have a black deck to throw it into. The one I'm building right now is a blue-black, I believe, but I'll have to check that one out. Serum Core Chimera, Trawler Drake, Quicksilver Fisher, Duelist of Deep Faith, Jataxian Autonomous, Slowbad Iron Goblin. Sacrifice an artifact and add an amount of mountain energy equal to the sacrifice artifact's mana value. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. I'm not sure if I have that one. I'll have to double check. I think I might have that card, but maybe not. Cinder Ravager and a token. Alright. Let's see what is next. Phyrexian Swamp, Jataxian Anatomist, Jataxian, a Raptor, Copper Longlegs, Watchful Blister's Owl, Unnatural Restoration, a 2-cost, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, proliferate. That's a nice card. Scheming Aspirant, for a 2-cost, whenever you proliferate, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. With the amount of cards that allow you to proliferate in this set and the amount of times it's going to happen, having the ability to make people lose 2 life and you gain 2 life every time you do that for only a 2-cost, that's a pretty good card. Cankerbloom, Blake Belly Rat, Cutthroat Centurion, Venser Corpse Puppet. Lifelink, Toxic 1. Whenever you proliferate, choose 1. If you don't control a creature named the Hollow Sentinel, create the Hollow Sentinel, a legendary 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. Or, target artifact creature you control gains flying and lifelink until end of turn. And then a Sawblade Scamp. Let's see here. Sorry, take a sip. All right. Oh, this way. Nice signed one. Okay. Mountain. Dune Mover. Thirsting Roots. Carnivorous Canopy. Apostle of Invasion. Reject Imperfection. Prosthetic Injector. Bone Picker Scourge. Hex Gold Slash. Throwing Bird, Green Sun's Twilight. Reveal the top X+1 cards, X+1 cards of your library. Choose a creature card and or a land card from among them. Put those cards into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is 5 or more, instead put the chosen cards onto the battlefield or into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Right onto the battlefield. It's not bad. And a Rustivine Cultivator Hollow. In a poison counter. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Bam, might. Alright, so art we got. Oh, that's cool looking. Forest. Lattice Blade Mantis, Meldweb Strider, Titanic Growth, of course, always reprinted, but it's always a good card for 2-cost, +4/+4, until end of turn. Tainted Observer, Voidwing Hybrid, Cankerbloom, Necrogen Rot Priest, Thirsting Roots, Drown in Ichor, Phyrexian Obligate. Let me repeat that again. Phyrexian Obliterator. Now, this card is one of the cards we were looking for. This is a great card for Commander. It's a 4-cost, 5/5, trample. Whenever a source deals damage to him, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. So, the goal obviously is to plus this guy's defense and attack, have people attack and you block and they automatically have to sacrifice. So even if they attack you with the 3/3 and you block with the 5/5, you kill that 3/3. That's 3 damage. So that's 3 permanents that opponent has to get rid of. that can make or break a game. I mean, getting rid of one card can make or break a game. So getting rid of 3 permanents, that's tough. That's going to really hurt them. So this card right here is why it's on the list of like the top cards in this set, let alone being able to be a good card in your commander deck. This is a hit. This is an awesome pull right here, and I don't think I've pulled this one yet, so this is awesome. I can't wait to put this into a deck. Hex Gold Hoverwings. Oh, I'm so excited I actually pulled that. So excited. Alright. In this stack here, this is the last little pack here. Let me get these cards out of the way. Alrighty. I think the card I need... I think I need 2 mythics for this set. I believe I have Elish Norn. I just need Mondrake. I think that's the only one I need in the mythic. That is like a $30 card or plus. I'm not sure. Last time I checked. But it's just... I don't know if I want to spend $30 on a card. So if I can pull it, then I'll pull it. But if not, then I'll wait until I have a deal where I can do a trade for it. Or if I might have an extra $30 to waste. Which is, I mean, nowadays with the cost of things, it's kind of crazy. $30 is... You need $30, but we'll see. Hopefully I can pull it. That'd be great. Ooh, a hollow Phyrexian water. Sky Scythe Engulfer. Quicksilver Fisher. Glistener Seer. Necrogen Communion. Necrogen Rot Priest. Mir Convert. Sawblade Scamp. Autonomous Furnace. Malera the Living Cure. Human Scout, 2 cost, Forest and a Plains, 3/3. If you would get 1 or more poison counters, instead you get 1 poison counter, and you can't get additional poison counters this turn. So you only get 1 per turn, which is nice, a little ability. You exile this card, choose another target creature or artifact. When it's put into a graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So you get a... If you exile this card, you get a free save a card. That'd be nice. Oh. Wow, this is a nice little pack here. Garage Unstoppable Juggernaut. It is an 8 cost, but it's a 7/5. And Juggernauts you control can attack each turn if able, so it automatically has to attack. And it can't be blocked by walls, which is nice. A little ability. Other creatures you control have base power and toughness 5/3 and are Juggernauts in addition to their other creature types, which is nice. So, you can get a bunch of tokens in the field, a bunch of 1/1 tokens, and then you pull this card and you play this, and all those tokens become 5/3s with the abilities of Juggernauts. So they have to attack and they can't be blocked by walls, which is nice. But you have a bunch of 5/3s. So if you get like 10 1/1s out and they all become 5/3s, there you go. You got a bunch of 5/3s. That's killer. Eternal Wanderer. Foil. So we got 2 Eternal Wanderers. This one's a little foil, which is nice. All right. So we got the other stack here. Let me get some more. Boom. There's another one. Swamp. Planetary Disruption, Molten Rebuke, Complete Devotion, Gleeful Demolition, Swooping Lookout, Infested Flesh Cutter, Necrogen Brought Priest, Dune Mover, Plated Onslaught, Tablet of Completion, 4-Chamber Centurion, and the token that I missed, or whatever this is, little card. Tablet of Completion. 2 cost artifact. Put an oil counter on Tablet of Completion if you tap it. If you tap it and do colorless random, activate only if Tablet of Completion has 2 or more oil counters on it. 1 in a tap, draw a card, activate only if Tablet of Completion has 5 or more oil counters on it. That's nice. Foil Island. Vraska's Fall. Annihilating Glare. Bring the Ending. Shouldered's Edict. Against All Odds. Tyvar Stands. This is one of the cards I was looking for. It's a good commander card. Definitely a good card you want to throw in there. Target creature you control gets +X/+X and gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Quicksilver Fisher. Indoctrination Attendant. Copperline Gorge. Ooh, nice. Show full art. Ooh, Venerated Raw Priest. Toxic 1. Players dealt common damage by this creature also gets a poison counter. Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. And Synthesis Pod. Sometimes I have a tough time speaking over here. Let me get some drink. Exile a spell you control. Target opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a card with mana value equal to 1 plus the exiled spell mana's value. Exile that card, then the player shuffles. You may cast that exiled card without paying its mana cost. And then a Phyrexian token. Alright. That's nice art. Island. Thrill of Possibility. Offer Immortality. Ooh, I would like Immortality. Why not? For a 2 cost, it gets Death Touch and Indestructible end of turn. Free from Flesh. 1 cost, target creature gets +2/+2 end of turn, and you put 2 oil counters on it. Great ability for a 1 cost card. Plated Onslaught. Veil of Assimilation. Ambulatory Edifice. Blightbelly Rat. Shouldered's Heat Cleaver. Atmosphere Surgeon. The Mikasith Gardens. There you go. There's one of the cards. Great commander card. Cephalopod Sentry. Flying for 4 cost, powers equal to the number of artifacts you control. That could be a pretty nice card in the right deck. And a Dragon's Rage Chandler. That could be a nice card in a deck. Artifact deck. I got a nice artifact deck that I could probably throw that into. That would be nice. Phyrexian Forest. I think we might have managed to get a Phyrexian of everything except the plains, maybe. Obviously, I have to go back through the pile. but I believe I got a Phyrexian land for everything except the plains so far. I just love filling my decks with these. If I can collect as many of these as possible, I use these for all my commander deck because it's just kind of cool. Aspirant's Ascent, Blade Graft Aspirant, Barbed Batterfist, Cephalopod Sentry, Atrax's Skitterfang, Icoplate Golem, Quicksilver Fisher, Bladed Ambassador, Tritaxian Raptor, White Sun's Twilight. Alright, it's the second Twilight we got. Gain X life, create X 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. If X is 5 or more, destroy all our creatures. So not only do you have a 2 cost and then X, so however much mana you want to do. So you say you do 5, you gain 5 life, you create 5 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and the creature can't block, and because it's 5 or more, I destroy all other creatures. So, board wipe, you have 5 1/1 creatures in the field, and you gain 5 life at the same time. That is sick. Blight Belly Rat and a token. Looks like Kang from Marvel a little bit-ish. Mountain. Vanish into Eternity. Phyrexian Atlas. So you can see this here. When I was talking earlier about the planes, the different levels of Meriden, there is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different planes. So you have the Swamp, Black Plane, Red Plane, Green Plane, Blue Plane, White Plane. I believe that is the White Plane on the bottom. I forget exactly, because I want to say that usually the deeper the plane, you would think would be the bad one. So I want to say that would be the Black Plane. And then it goes up to the White Plane on top, because they're the ones that rule. But I'd have to double check and make sure. I forget exactly, but... Terramorphic Expanse, Cinder Slash Ravager, Evolving Adaptive, Armored Scrap Gorger, Sawblade Scamp, Scheming Aspirant, Synthesis Pod, Nahari the Unforgiving. Completed. Can be paid with mana or life, +1. Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature attacks a player, each combat if able. Okay, so you can force someone to attack you. So in essence, back on the Phyrexian Obliterator, you can force an opponent's smaller token creature, 1/1, 2/2, 3/3, and make them attack you, which then you can block and get that ability where you destroy. You can make them discard permanents. That's nice. Discard a card, then draw a card for +1. And a 0. Exile target creature or equipment card with mana value less than Nahari's loyalty from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it. That token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. Not bad. That's nice. Copper Longlegs. This box here so far is producing some nice cards that I should be able to use in some commander decks, or hopefully my buddy or anyone else that wants to play commander with me. Any of my friends. Get some decks built. Never have too many commander decks. Forest. Mir Custodian. Mir Kinsmith. Duelist of Deep Faith. Distorted Curiosity. Nahari's Sacrifice. It has an additional cost to cast a spell. Sacrifice an artifact creature with mana value X. Deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. 2 cost? Huh. It's not bad. An X Sentry. Bone Picker Scourge. Blade Graft Aspirant. Ecospit Basilic. And Migolaw's Maze Crusher. Enters battlefield, 5 oil counters on it. 1 cost, remove an oil counter from Migolaw's. It gains Vigilance and Menace until end of turn. 2 cost, remove 2 oil counters from Migolaw's. It gets +2/+2 at end of turn. And a 3 cost, remove 3 oil counters from Migolaw's. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. 4/4 for only a 3 cost to play. Venomous Brutalizer. And a Howling Abomination. Alright, let's see what we got next. I'm hoping I pull a Mondric. I'm like crossing fingers hoping. Forest, Sawblade Scamp, Mesmerizing Dose, Eco Synthesizer, Silvok Battleshare, Oxida Finisher, Resistance Skywarden, Bone Picker Scourge, Titanic Growth, Crawling Chorus, Black Sun's Twilight. There's the 3rd Twilight we got. Up to 1 target creature gets -X until end of turn. If X is 5 or more, return a creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So, again, 5 cost, or 1 cost +5. You get to -5 a creature, so could be an instant kill for any of your opponent's creature that could turn the tide of the whole entire battle. And you also get to return a creature card of 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Bilious Skullwelder and Tevet's Zot Doom of Fools. Starts with 4, it's a 5 cost, starts with 4 loyalty. +2, you create 2 0/1 Black Thrall creature tokens. +1, you may sacrifice another creature or planeswalker. If you do, draw 2 cards, then draw another card if the sacrifice permanent was a commander. And -10, gain control of all commanders. Put all commanders from the command zone onto the battlefield under your control. This planeswalker can be your commander because it says right here. And it also has a partner ability, which allows you to play 2 commanders, which is quite awesome. But so you figure that's going to be at least 3 turns before you can play the -10. So if you can get this out quicker than possible, so you might be able to get it out turn 4 or 5. Unless you have some artifacts that give you 2 or 3 mana, so you might get it out like turn 2 or 3, depending, but usually maybe 3, 4. And then 3 more turns to get those pluses to make the loyalty at a 10 at least, where you can do -10 and just kill the creature, or at least get it to 11 so you don't kill it, and get that control of all commanders. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's see the last one of this pile. And then I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 left. Another pile of 12. Swamp, Kodathra Cackler, Blazing Crescendo, Furnace Skullbomb, Sarum Sneer, Furnace Punisher, Minor Misstep. 1 cost, counter target spell with mana value 1 or less. Furnace Punisher. Experimental Augury. Annihilating Glare. Nissa Ascended Animist. Eker inside. This is one of the cards that is great for a commander deck. One of the cards to pull from the set, which is nice. Completed can be paid with obviously Forest or Life. +1, create an XX green Phyrexian Horror creature token, where X is Nissa Ascended Animus' loyalty. So loyalty's automatically at 7. Get a +1 to make it an 8. Destroy target artifact enchantment -1, -7 until end of turn. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forge you control and gain trample. Oh yeah, I'm excited I pulled that one. Alright, let's open up the last 12 here. Let's see what else we can get for our commander decks. Or for my master set. Plains. Autonomous Furnace. Furnace Strider. Hazardous Blast. Turning Reservoir. Urbrask Anointer. Whenever he enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. For 3 cost, it's a 4/2 creature, artifact creature. If you have the oil counter mechanic and you have enough cards out there, this can do X damage to any target. This could be an easy killer for any big card that an opponent has. Magmatic Sprinter. Blightbelly Rat, Keldothra Cackler, Atraxis Skitterfang, and Azuri Stalker of Spheres. Enters the battlefield, you may pay 3. If you do, proliferate twice. And whenever you proliferate, you draw a card. So you get to draw a card twice, and you get to proliferate twice, which is nice. Whisper of the Dross. For a 1 cost, -1/-1, kill a creature, and proliferate. Foil to boot. Ooh, look at that. Phyrexian Forest. We have a Volt Charge. Meldweb Curator, Prologue to Phyrexia, Charge Forger, Exuberant Fusling, Cacophony Scamp, Sawblade Scamp, Thrumming Bird, Predation Steward, Urbrask Forge. There we go. This card's a nice card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put an oil counter on the Forge, then create a X1 red Phyrexian Horror creature token with Trample and Haste, where X is the number of oil counters on this card. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step. So, this is an artifact. As long as you are able to keep it on the field and protect it, every combat phase, you put an oil counter on this thing. So, you play the card, you enter combat, there's 1 on here. So that you create a 1/1 red Phyrexian Horror creature token with Trample and Haste. So you have a free card to attack for 1 damage, or to hopefully kill someone, do something, no matter what, because it's going to be sacrificed either way, so you're going to just attack with it. And then the next turn, you're going to have 2, so you keep going, or if you have abilities that put oil counters on this card, which I believe I played this in a standard deck back when this came out. I made a little red standard deck, which I played this, and it was able to give me a token, a free token. I think I had it up to 8/8, 9/9, 10/10, and every turn I had a free attack with that, and it definitely helped out. So this card right here is an awesome card. Furnace Punisher. Island, Stinging Hive Master, Incisor Glider, Gulping Strap Tap, Vat Emergence, Ravenous Necrotitan, Infectious Bite, Bone Picker Scourge, Blazing Crescendo, Canker Bloom, Blade of Shared Souls. For Meriden. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 red roll creature token, then attach this to it. Whenever this card becomes attached to a creature, for as long as it remains attached to it, you may have that creature become a copy of another target creature you control. Which is nice, because if you have anything out there that's a big 10-10, 14-14, this can easily make you have 2 of those. Experience Descent, a token. Alright. The Forest, Ichorspit and Basilisk, Infectious Inquiry, the Blightbelly Rat, Feed the Infection, Viral Spawning, Expand the Sphere, Blightbelly Rat, Rook Hexgold Nabber. Goblin Rebel, Trample Haste. Whenever an equipped creature you control other than Ryuk or Ruck dies or attacks, you may attach all equipment attached to that creature to him. That's not bad. Nice. And Mondrick Glorious Dynamis. There we go. There it is. Now, this isn't the normal card. This is the showcase, but still, this is a hit. Oh, I am so happy with this. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. You got 1 cost and 2 life or 2 planes. Sacrifice 2 other artifacts or creatures. Put in an indestructible counter on Mondrick. Oh my god, this card is something I was waiting for. Now I just need the regular one. Oh, whoa, hold on. Let me put that aside real quick. I'll put that in a sleeve. And we got Luca, Bound to Ruin, Planeswalker, completed. +1, add a mountain and a forest. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. -1, create a 3/3 green Phyrexian beast creature token with Toxic 1. And -4, Luca deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activated this ability. Nice. Then we got a little Bone Picker Scourge. Ooh, let me get this in a thing here. And let me get this Mondrick into a sleeve. Goes right into my binder after this. I'm going to put you up right in the middle there. I don't care, that's where you're going. Let me see something real quick. I mean, obviously, I still need the regular version, but that right there is about a $40 card. I think market value is about $40. I'm looking at it correctly. So, nice card. Let's see what the regular Mondrick is. It's not showing up. What the heck? Let's see. So that was about a $40 card. So the other one must still be a 30, or maybe it went down a little bit, but let's see. No, it's about roughly about the same. I mean, Card Kingdom has it at about a $47.99 card for the regular version, and about a $49.99 for the showcase. The showcase is not tremendously that much more than the regular card, but I mean, either way, it's still a hit. So, both for collector purposes and for a card, but that I will not be playing. That will go right into my binder for collecting purposes. Alright, let's see here. If I can pull the regular version, I still have about 8 packs left here. If I can pull the regular version also, that would just be killer. Killer. Oh, I didn't sleeve the Rook. I will do that next after this one. Phyrexian Water, Whisper of the Dross, Duress. I mean, for a 1 cost, this can definitely help a game. Now, I won't say necessarily change the tide of the game, but it possibly might. So, the opponent's going to reveal the hand to you. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. So you got any artifact or enchantment or sorcery or instant that they were holding on to play. You know, a blue deck has a reversal, or red deck has a nice instant that's going to do tons of damage to ramp up their creature. Green, I mean, you can easily take 1 card away from their hand that will change the tide of the game. So, I mean, this is a small, silent, but deadly. Shouldered Heat Cleaver, Venomous Brutalizer, Noxious Assault, Bilious Skeld Welder. I mean, anything with Death Touch and Toxic 1 for 1/1 with a 1 cost. I mean, simple. Urbrass Anointer, Duress. That came with 2 Duresses? 2 Duresses in the same pack? That is crazy. That's a little weird, but... Charforger, Moran Safehouse, and a Viral Spawning. As long as Moran's Safehouse is on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities of all land cards in all graveyards. That is pretty nice. That is actually pretty sweet. That is pretty nice, actually. So at least you can recuperate anything that's in the graveyard from board wipes. You can still use their abilities. That's actually really nice. I'm still kind of like low-key little surprise / confused / don't know what to make of it. The fact that I just pulled 2 Duresses out of the same pack. Somewhere, I don't think I've ever done that before. Maybe different versions, like a showcase or a foil and the regular, but 2 regular of the same card. That is kind of cool, crazy, I guess. Ooh. Swamp, Anoint with Affliction, Experimental Augury, Escaped Experiment, Porcelain Zealot, Ossification, Vivisection Evangelist, Sawblade Scamp, Sinew Dancer, Sky Scythe Engulfer, and a Kurumonix the Rat King. Toxic 1 is a 3 cost, and it's a 3/3. Other rats you control have Toxic 1. When Kurumonix enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of rat cards from among them. Put the revealed cards in your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. And what is this? Tyvar Jubilant Brawler. Planeswalker. 3 cost, 3 loyalty. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. Okay. +1. Untap up to 1 target creature. -2. Mill 3 cards. Then you may return a creature card from mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty nice. You can mill your cards, but hopefully mill a creature to get a free creature on the battlefield. I mean, the +1 ability to untap up to 1 target creature is pretty nice. So if you do main phase 2 and after you do combat, you can at least get 1 up for defense. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as late creatures have haste. So once you play cards, you can easily use their abilities without having the haste effect. That's pretty nice. We got a foil showcase. That's nice. I like that. And then a mechanized production. Mythic. From Aether Vault. Enchant artifact you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of an enchanted artifact. If you control 8 or more artifacts with the same name as one another, you win the game. Well, I don't think I remember that card from that set. I'll have to check on that one. Let's check it out and see what the heck is going on with that card. What kind of decks I can put that one in. I mean, it seems like it's pretty straightforward, but oh, I want to leave. That's why I'm doing. It must not be used that much because it's only value of $1. I mean, which sometimes isn't the greatest, but I mean, usually more value the more play you see in competitive. But maybe we can find a home for that. We'll see. Let's get these in sleeves. Taiva. All right. I love these mini games. I'll say it every time. It's pretty nice that they throw these in here for people to play variants if they're sick of playing the normal stuff there. I think that's actually the missing card. I'm 4 out of 5. I think this is the one I'm missing for my master set. Nice. Okay. Forced, Terramorphic Expanse, Flensing a Raptor, Sinew Dancer, Ambulatory Edifice, Cephalopod Sentry, Atraxis Skitterfang, Sawblade Scamp, Flensing Raptor, Vat Emergence, and a Zophendrel Hunger Dominius. Phyrexian Horror. I believe this is the Dominus, not Dominius. I believe this is the proprietor for the Green Plane in Meriden, I believe. Reach. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control to end a turn. 2 life or 2 force to sacrifice 2 other creatures. Put an indestructible counter on Zophendrel Hunger Dominus. $4/6 for a 7 cost. I mean, the doubling part is pretty nice. I mean, I'd have to see what kind of deck or play this could have, but I'm not really like it's not standing out to me, so I'd have to do a little bit of research on that one. In a barbed Batterfist. Alright, let's see. We got 5 packs left. There it is, Phyrexian Plains. I believe now I have all 5 from this one box, which I can add to my decks. I mean, obviously, the more the merrier, but Malkader's Watcher. Eye of Malkader. Indoctrination Attendant. Tavar Stand. Nahari Sacrifice. Distorted Curiosity. Necrogen Rot Priest, Sinew Dancer, Malkader's Watcher. Is that the second pack? I just had the same. Yes, what? That's the second time. I mean, maybe if I didn't notice any of the other packs, maybe, but now that I'm like looking for it, it's in my mind. Not really looking for it, but it's in my mind, so it's like my eyes just spots it. But that's the second time we have a regular version and a regular version same in both the same pack. That's crazy. Rhea Ivor, Bane of Blayhold. Battle Cry. Whenever this creature attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 to end a turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, the next time target creature would deal combat damage to one or more players this combat, prevent that damage. If damage is prevented this way, create that many 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and the creature can't block. In a Ruthless Predation. Oops. Oh, I just dropped my sleeves. Alright. Let's see. Mountain. Charge of the Mites. Charge of the Mites deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Create 2 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1 and creature can't block. So, Charge of the Mites deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. So, if you have a good amount of creatures out for a 3 cost, this allows you to, in a sense, to destroy a creature or destroy a planeswalker. Crawling Course, Shrapple Singer, Ichorplate Golem, Cinderslash Ravager, Evolving Adaptive, enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it, gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. So automatically it's a 1/1. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield and you control, if that creature has greater power, toughness, and evolving adaptive, put an oil counter on evolving. So you're ideally you want to get this out early, probably turn 1 or turn 2, and then that way, as you get more mana and put out higher level, higher mana, higher power toughness cards that will allow you to add more oil counters to this. Mia Covert, Anoint with Affliction, Cacophony Scamp, Evolved Spinoderm. Enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it. It has Trample as long as it has 2 or fewer oil counters on it. Otherwise, it has Hexproof. So it has Hexproof right off the bat. And then if you get rid of oil counters, obviously it has 2 or few. It becomes Trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from him. Then if it has no oil counters on it, sacrifice it. So basically, 2 turns after you play this, it'll have no, the ability to do Trample. Unless you're having something that keeps putting oil counters on it, then I'm not sure. But Feed the Infection, Treasure Hunter, three packs left. Forest, Tyrannax Atrocity, Fleshless Gladiator, Bone Picker Scourge, Armored Scrap Gorder, Necrosquito, Ribskiff, Rustvine Cultivator, Volshock Splitter, Maze's Mantle, and the Monumental Facade. Maze Skull Bomb. Land Sphere. The Monumental Facade enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Tap to add 1. Tap to remove an oil counter from the Monumental Facade. Put an oil counter on target artifact or creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. So it's a free 2 oil counters that you can move from this to someone else. Like if you had your Urbask Forge, you can easily add more onto that to have the oil counters increased, or any other card that needs to have more oil counters on it. Alright, second pack to go. Phyrexian Water, Chimney Arable, Cutthroat Centurion, Testament Bearer, Unctus's Retrofitter, Incubation Sac, Vat of Rebirth, Quicksilver Fisher, Phyrexian Atlas, Snoo Dancer, Skelv's Hive. Enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1 and the creature can't block. Corrupted. As long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control with Toxic have lifelink. And a Vanish with Eternity. Alright, we got one more pack. We can pull another Elesh Norn. We can pull a regular Mondric, which would be nice to add to my collection because that's one card I need. I already have an Elesh Norn regular. I do need Elesh Norn showcases and all the special versions because there's like 5. But or maybe we get a Jace. That would be awesome. Was that a sign? A foil water Phyrexian. Cruel Grimnotch. Dross Skullbomb. The Dross Pits. The Next Century. Bladed Ambassador. Jawbone Duelist. Bladed Ambassador. Mesmerizing Dose. And Dark Slick Shores. Oh, and a Malkator Purity Overseer. And a Gleefy Demolition. Oh, okay. Dark Slick Shores. Malkator Purity Overseer. Enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. At the beginning of your end step, if 3 or more artifacts entered the battlefield under your control this turn, you create a 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. So basically, you get a free token. 3/3 token if you put 3 on the field, which is nice. Now, this card gives you 1. So if you have anything that copies or has abilities where if something enters the field, it gets another token or whatever, then you can easily do that. That'd be nice. And then let's see, Zethi Arcane Blade Master, multi-kicker, plains and water. When Zethi Arcane Blade Master enters the battlefield, exile up to X target instant cards from your graveyard, where X is the number of times Zethi was kicked. Put a kicker counter on each of them. When Zethi attacks, copy each exiled card you own with a kick counter on it. You may cast the copies. Huh. Well, not bad for a last pack to get 3 rares, but I was hoping for maybe another big one, but I can't complain. That box gave me plenty of rares to use for my commander decks, or I mean, like I said, any decks, but I mostly just do commander, so they will be for commander decks, and cards to go into my collection, my master set that I am building off this set. Hopefully some of these cards my buddies will be able to use for their decks. I'll definitely be going through this to see what else I can get for them, but I am just glad that at least I pulled one of this. But yeah, thank you for joining me when I was opening this box here. I just definitely wanted to at least kind of show people some of these cards that are part of this set that I absolutely love. I'm not completely sure how everyone feels about this set. I love this set both for the artwork, for the story, the lore of it, and I love this set because it has tons of cards, both commons, uncommons, and rares and mythics that really can be useful in a good commander deck, standard, whatever you play, but a good commander deck. And that'll be my next project, is to hopefully put together a new deck so I can have something to play with. I've been playing with the same decks for a long time, and they're good decks, but I'd like to try to mix it up and try something new. So if you have any ideas or suggestions for a commander deck I should try to build or play, put it in the comments below. And I mean, if I haven't already, don't already have one or haven't already tried it, I will definitely build it and put it together and try it out and see how it is and see if I like it. I appreciate everything. I appreciate everyone. You all have a great day, and see you in the next video.